Hey friend, it is Kate here. Thank you so much for jumping on my channel and joining me for a class today. Now I have got a Pilates Yoga fusion class that is meant for beginners, but truly all levels are always welcome. I do move a little bit slower, so this might be a good morning Pilates Yoga fusion class. We begin standing, doing some stretching for our hips, our low back a little bit, and then we finish on our mat so we can strengthen our tummies and a little bit of glutes and legs. Anywho, roll out your mat. Let's get started. Let's start near the top of our mat, standing tall and straight, feet about hip distance apart. Allow your fingertips to dangle by your side, lift your head a little higher, maybe close your eyes to check in with your body. Notice, does it feel like you're kind of sliding your weight to your right or your left? More in your toes and your heels. Can you even that out? Can you begin to engage your muscles through your legs? Think about lifting out of the floor. It's almost like you're trying to grow up a little taller. Squeeze where your thigh and your glute connect behind your body. Maybe very gently push the pubic bone just a teeny bit forward so we can lengthen through our low back. Envision wrapping your tummy muscles in towards one another, opening up across your chest at the same time, and growing just a teensy bit taller, like someone is pulling your ears up to the sky. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, dip your chin to your chest. Bend the knees a little deeper. Begin to forward fold. Eyes can stay closed or you can blink them open, but begin to pour your body forward. Now, hang out at the top of your forward fold or the bottom of your forward fold, whatever makes the most sense to you. You might be a little more deep than I am or shallow. That's okay either way. Keep a soft bend in your knees. Nod your head a little yes. Shake it no. And then push into your feet. Pull your belly button in. Slowly roll all the way up to standing. Arrive tall and straight at the top of the mat again. Big inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Bend the knees. Slowly roll down. Pause at that nice, low, easy forward fold. Maybe sway the hips this time. Maybe circle them around like a figure 8. And then center, belly button in, slowly roll all the way up to standing. Arrive at the top of your nice tall standing pose. One last time, just like that, chin to chest. Bend the knees. It's like I've got weights in my hands and I'm being pulled down to the mat. Pause. Take a big inhale. Big breath out. A few times you might enjoy bending the knees deeply and straightening the legs. Bending the knees deeply and straightening the legs. Last one, bend, belly button in, slowly roll all the way up to standing. Arrive once more at the top of your mat. Pause for just a moment, navel to spine, lift a little higher. Take a big inhale, swimming your hands high overhead. Do you want to look up to the sky or keep looking forward? It's okay either way. Flip your palms, push them down. Bring your hands to your hips. Take a little bend in your knee, step your left foot back. So we're just in a small little lunge, nothing big and crazy. Go ahead and bend both knees at first and really make sure both hips are facing forward. Navel to spine, grow a little taller. Once more, like I'm pulling your ears up. Swim the hands high again. Rotate the pinkies towards one another, lift up and out of the waist. Squeeze where your thigh and your glute connect on your left side. Take a big inhale, big breath out. And a small twist to the right. Reach your right hand forward, your left hand back. Think about kissing the tips of your shoulder blades together while reaching longer through the entire arms, like someone is pulling your wrist out and away. Unravel, both hands lift nice and high. Again, big twist to the right. That same twist we already did. Same direction. Great big inhale. Big breath out. Unravel. One final time, just like that. Great big twist. Pause there. Belly button in. Are you still squeezing where your thigh and your glute connect? Maybe bend your front knee just a little deeper. Take a breath. Let it go. Both hands lift high. Flip the palms, push them down. Step both feet together. Big inhale, both hands lift high. Exhale, chin to chest, bend the knees. Slowly roll into that nice, easy forward fold once more. At the base of your forward fold, pause. Find a little movement wherever in your body it feels most natural. Maybe it's nice just to nod the head. Maybe it feels good again to sway the hips. You can do all the movement if you want to. And then slowly roll up to standing, one vertebra at a time. No hurry, no rush. Find the top of your standing pose, hands to hips. Now step the opposite foot. For me, that's my right foot. If you did the other side, no big deal. Now again, this is not a huge lunge at first. Both knees are bent. We're just nice and easily in our small little lunge, but we do want our belly button in. We do want to squeeze where our thigh and our glute connect, and think about lifting up and out of your waist. Sometimes I envision that someone actually is holding my waist and they're trying to pull me up away from the ground so I can get a little more length through my spine. Big inhale, hands swim high. Exhale, twist to the left. This time right hand forward, left hand back. Pause for a moment. Pull the shoulder blade tips together. At the same time, reach your wrist further apart. Unravel. Again, exhale, twist to the left. Unravel. Last one, big twist to the left. Pause, navel to spine. Unravel both hands high. Step both feet together. Big inhale, reach your hands up high. Lift your sternum up. Maybe take your gaze with you. Take a big inhale. Exhale, chin to chest, bend the knees. From here, step all the way down onto your mat, finding a little tabletop. Here in our tabletop, cat and cow. Make that as big and bold, as soft and shallow, as whatever feels good for you. Pause with a long flat back, belly button in, shoulders broad, and let's elongate our right foot out and away. Now only take your legs so high that we did not immediately arch the back. If your leg's a little lower so you can keep your spine long, that's great. But think about growing long once more from your ears, through your body, out your toe, like I'm pulling your ankle away. Take a big inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, pull it into your chest. Inhale, reach it out and away. Exhale, pull it in, curl through the body. Inhale, reach it out and away. 3 more. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, away. 2 more. Pull, curl it in. Inhale, away. Last one. Reach it out, pause. Squeeze your thigh butt connection point. Push away from the ground. Think about lifting the back of the head up to the sky rather than the top of the head, the little crown. Take a breath. Set your knee on the floor. Elongate your opposite leg behind you. Take a moment. Stretch from your toe through your leg, through the spine out the top of the head. Big deep breath. Exhale, pull knee to nose. Inhale, reach it out and away. Exhale, pull knee to nose. Inhale, reach it out and away. 3 more. Curl in and out. 2 more. Curl in and out. Last one. Reach it out, pause, take a great big breath. Set your knee on the floor. These can be together or apart, but sink your hips back, crawl your hands forward, and drop into a child's pose. Stretch. Make this active. Crawl your fingers as far away from your body, sink your hips a little lower, take a nice big deep inhale. Easy sigh out. Another big deep inhale. Big breath out. On your next exhale, unfold and find a downward facing dog. We're not going to be here too long, so no worries if this is not our favorite pose. Bend your knees softly, push your sitting bones higher, hug your inner arms to your ears, take a nice big breath. Big sigh out. Another big inhale. Big sigh out. Look to the top of the mat, walk your toes up to meet your hands, find a forward fold, and slowly roll yourself all the way up to standing. Take a moment, notice what feels different since we began class. Do you feel a little taller? Does your body feel a little more awake? I hope so. No matter where you are, inhale, reach your fingertips high overhead. Exhale, flip the palms, chin to chest, bend the knees. Now we're going to plant our hands on the ground and just reach our left foot back in a great big lunge. Now, if this does not feel good for us, we could be in that higher lunge that we first did. That would be fine. Nothing wrong with that. And if you needed blocks, you could, of course, put them underneath your hands at this point. But otherwise, just sink into your lunge. Notice what feels good, what feels like we need to give a little bit more attention. Maybe we need to relax a little bit more. For me, the more I think about pushing my right knee further forward, right in line with my toes, and sending my left heel, the back heel, towards the ground, while I reach my pubic bone towards my front right heel, I get a nice, big, beautiful stretch. We might feel it somewhere different than I do, so it's okay. Plant your left hand on the ground, right hand to thigh, and take a little twist. Maybe take your hand high up over your head. Great big breath. Big sigh out. Another big inhale. Set the hand down. From here, bend your back knee, hop both feet together. Bend the knees, roll yourself up to standing. Inhale, swim the hands high, look up to the sky, big breath. Exhale, forward fold. Chin to chest, bend the knees, roll yourself down. Find the bottom of the forward fold and then plant your hands into the floor and step your right foot, your opposite foot back behind you. Notice what feels different from one side to the other. Do we have more or less range of motion on this side? Does it feel exactly the same? It's okay. Do you want to reach your sternum a little further forward? Do you want to broaden across your chest on this side? When you feel ready, right hand down, left hand to thigh. Roll the shoulder back. Take your twist. Maybe extend your left hand to the sky. I am pushing away from the floor. It's almost like I'm trying to hover my right hand up and off the mat, even though it is really glued down there. Take a big inhale. Set your hand back onto the ground, bend your knee, hop your feet together, and then slowly roll yourself all the way up to standing. Big inhale, hands lift nice and high. Exhale, chin to chest, bend the knees, come back down into our tabletop. Arrive however you need to. Friends, you know you can always drop down to forearms if our wrists are feeling sad. Now, again, a little cat and cow like we've already done. Maybe it feels better to circle the head and the tail on this one, back and forth. But eventually, navel to spine, chest open once more, reach your right foot out and away. Now, we're going to focus on keeping our bodies so still while we circle our back leg around us. Squeeze your thigh butt connection point, broaden across your chest. Tone the tummy just a little bit more. Give me 5 tiny circles of your lifted leg. We go around 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Reverse. As you circle, do you notice, are you shimmying your shoulders? We want to keep those so still if possible. Pause. Again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Last time, reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Navel in. Take a breath. Set the knee on the ground. Elongate your opposite leg out and away. Take a pause, take a moment. Now, not only do we not want to shimmy our shoulders, we do not want to hula dance our hips. So wrap the tummy in, broaden across the chest, teeny tiny circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Last time, reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Take a nice big inhale. Set the knee on the ground. Knees can be together or apart. Again, crawl out into your child's pose. Think about your sternum reaching closer to the ground, maybe crawling the fingers forward. Full big inhale. Big sigh out. Reach your hands over to the right side of your mat, planting your left palm on top of your right. Fan open your left ribs and breathe deeply into the left side body. And then curl your hands to the opposite side. Right hand on top of left, opening up through your right ribs, your lateral right side. Big inhale. Big breath out. Hands back to center. Roll yourself up to a seat and take your feet out in front of you. They can be about hip distance. They could be wider if that feels nicer, not a giant straddle though. And then reach your hands up high. Rotate the pinkies towards one another, lift up and out of the waist. Wrap the ribs in. Feel your sit bones connect to the ground, and then take a small hinge forward. Think of this as a downward facing dog that we are doing right here. So it's more about a long flat spine than it is about shoving our head close to our legs. Maybe dip the chin in just a little bit towards the chest so we can really lengthen through our low back. For me, the more I flex my feet, the deeper of a stretch I feel behind my legs. We're all different. If you feel somewhere else, that's okay. Take another breath. Now forward fold over the legs. You may or may not touch right where I am. Your hands might be much closer to your hips. That's a-okay. Almost think about pulling your chin and your pubic bone towards one another. Hands to the thighs if they aren't already. Push yourself up. Again, big inhale, hands reach high. Rotate the pinkies and lift up. Take a small hinge forward. Almost think about sticking your tushy out behind you, reaching longer through the fingers. Big deep inhale. Big breath out. Maybe flex the feet a little deeper. And then again, forward fold over the legs. Hands to thighs, roll yourself up. Go ahead and scooch to the front edge of your mat and lay yourself down. Plant your feet into the floor and imprint the spine. Hands by your side, shoulders open. Inhale, lift your hips up. Find the top of your bridge and pause. Squeeze your thigh butt connection point. Reach your hips just a little bit higher. Shoulders down the back, space between chin and chest. Take a nice big inhale. Big breath out. Another big inhale. Big breath out. Slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Hands behind your head, elbows wide. Feel your low back connect to the ground. Take a breath, and as you exhale, fold from the sternum. Think about lifting your shoulders up away from the ground. Those little shoulder blades are trying to lift as high as they can. It's not as important to me about like reaching your head up. In fact, keep your head heavy in your hands. Fold a little bit more. Wrap the tummy in. Take a big deep inhale. Big breath out. Take another big inhale. Exhale, pick up your right leg, bringing your right knee above your right hip. Set the foot on the floor. Pick up your left leg. Set it on the floor. Now, as you lift and lower each leg, how stable and still can you keep the rest of your body? Do you feel like your hips are shifting side to side as you lift and lower? Could you envision that they are so heavy? They're just glued to the mat. They're completely and totally stationary. Nothing is moving, nothing is wiggle wobbling. Each time you bring the knee up, wrap your tummy muscles in, pull the navel to spine. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Last set. If it's too much, you know you should, or I hope you know that you could have set your head down. Last one. Set the foot down, pause, belly button in, take a breath, curl up just a hint higher, and then lower all the way down to the ground. Feel those abdominal muscles relax for a moment, and then turn them back on. Imprint the spine. Move your hands away from your body and actively press your palms, your shoulders down into the ground. Elongate your right leg up to the sky. If there's a bend in your knee, that's okay. But point your toes far away. Kind of stomp down into the left foot, stabilizing through your left side. Reach your toe a little bit further up. Give it a big flex. Find a stretch the back of the leg and then point the toe. Big flex. Push the back of the leg, point the toe. Last one. Now you can pause with a flex or a point. Whatever feels better for you is a-okay with me. But elongate through the leg. Turn on all the muscles in your legs. Wrap your ribs towards one another at the same time. Press the shoulders down. We're slowly going to lower our leg to the ground on a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. 4, 3, 2, 1. You might choose to put your left hand on your left hip, making sure that that left side is stable. It's so stationary. We're gently pushing down into the ground with the left foot, feeling the heaviness, the weight of our left hip, and really wrapping our oblique muscles, those side tummy muscles, in towards one another, just keeping our low back still, steady, no arching of the back. If your leg doesn't go as high as mine or low as mine, it's okay. Take your own range of motion. You are doing fabulous, my friend. Last time, lift up and pause. Take a great big breath. Set your foot on the floor. And then opposite foot up to the sky. At first, we'll flex and point just a couple of times, finding some range of motion through our ankle. Maybe finding a deeper stretch to the back or the front of your leg. And then again, choose whether you want your toe pointed, flex, soft. It's all good with me. Maybe take your right hand to your right hip, stabilize through the right side and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now while the leg is moving, and of course the leg is getting plenty of activation, I'm turning on all the muscles in the leg. Concentrate on the core, the center of your body, holding itself nice and still, giving your left leg the freedom to move because we feel so stable, so secure through the rest of the body. Can you squeeze your thigh butt connection point a little bit more as you drop the leg down? Right at that last moment, really reach your toe further away, squeeze your thigh butt connection point, and then think tummy in to pull the leg right back up. 2 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time down. Last time up. Set the foot on the floor, hands by your sides, lift your pubic bone, find your bridge, and pause. This is definitely more of a Pilates bridge, having a long line from your knees to your hips to your shoulders. We're not trying to expand across the chest at the moment, but do squeeze your thigh butt connection point. Envision there's a ball or a block between your inner thighs. We're not going to knock the knees together, but I want those inner thighs working. It's like you're hugging or holding an imaginary ball between them. Take a big deep breath. Roll all the way down. Again, lift the pubic bone, find the top of your bridge, pause, shoulders down the back, nose high. Take a big inhale. Roll all the way down to the ground. Again, lift the hips again, pause. Roll all the way down to the ground. Last time, lift up, pause. Squeeze your thigh butt connection point. Make sure there's space between chin and chest. Take a big inhale. Lower all the way down to the mat. Elongate your legs. If your back arches a little bit at this point, if it feels good, I'm okay with it, as long as we don't experience any pain, of course. But stretch from the tip of your toes through your body out your fingers. Take a big breath. Big sigh out. Walk your feet in. Heel toe your feet apart. Now this time, do imprint the spine, low back presses down into the mat, grow long. If your knees can actually touch, that's great. Mine don't naturally do that unless I really force it because I have very little internal rotation. Take a big inhale, roll to one side, push yourself up to a seat. As always, my friend, give yourself a big pat on the back. Thank yourself for doing something so good and just for you. I certainly hope you enjoyed our Pilates Yoga Fusion class today. I cannot wait to see you again.